Hi, I'm user minus one, and I'm going to show you how to make your piano roll microtonal in Reaper. Now, there's a little bit of stuff involved here, but it's definitely worth it. The first thing you have to do is you have to change the theme. Now, you don't have to change the whole thing, but there are some things you do have to change. For instance, if I open this up, you'll see that the background lines are set to 12 tone equal temperament. You have your C, C sharp D, D sharp E, and so on. But we don't want that. We want to make all these background lines the same color so that when we apply a custom background using other MIDI clips, it doesn't interfere with anything. So it turns out you can change this in Reaper. The way you do that is you go to your actions, you show action list, then you're going to type theme dev, and you're going to see theme development, show theme tweak configuration window. This is what you use to change this. Now, in the filter, you're going to put in MIDI, and you'll notice we have background color for naturals and sharps and flats. But we can make these the same color. So what I like to do is I like to make these 40, 40, 40, or no, actually 38, 38, 38, and then make it the same here. 38, 38, 38. And you can see it changing in the background. Now this is all the same. Now I also like to change it for the out of bounds. So for out of bounds, I do 30, 30, 30. And now we have something that looks super clean. Now the last thing you want to do is you want to make these the same so that it doesn't randomly change color when you select different notes. So now we have all of this set up. Now, when we close this, you can see that this is all clean. We don't have any 12-tone highlighting in the background. Now, to make this custom highlighting, what we do is we make a guide. Now, what I like to do is I like to make a guide folder track, and you'll see why in a second. Now, here you can see I have this octaves MIDI item, and these are all the octaves of 7-Edo, which is what I'm using for this demonstration. You can see it starts at A69, then it goes up and down in sevens. And you want to make sure that your color is the track color. Then you want to go here and change it to whatever color you like. I chose 50, 50, 50 for this. And then this is optional, but it's nice to have some other notes as landmarks. So I also put notes for the fifths and fourths, and I made this a nice green color, 50, 70, 50. And now, if I go to this track, the way I turn it on is I just click the I for the whole guide, and it automatically shows me my grid. Now, the one downside is you have to do this for every time you edit a new MIDI item, but the benefit is you don't get the clutter of seeing multiple MIDI items at once that you don't want. For instance, if I were to add another track and copy this here, and I were to take these and transpose like some of these around, then you can see that when we turn on the guide, it only shows us this. Whereas if we were to go to preferences and change the MIDI editor to open all the MIDI, then whenever we open this, we'd see that as well, which would cover up some of the guide. So that's why I prefer to have it set to open the clicked MIDI item only, and then it's very easy to just turn on the guide. And this even works for larger tunings where you're having more than these as guides. It will show the whole thing when you have them in a folder track. And as you can see, it works very well for laying out melodies in other equal temperaments. So there's that. I hope you found this useful, and I hope you guys have a good day. God bless.